Hey guys, today we'll be having a little look at the upcoming game, Toby the Secret Mine. This game is currently in beta at the moment, but will be available later this year on Steam for PC, Mac and Linux. Toby the Secret Mine is described as a story-driven puzzle platform adventure, made by one man straight from the heart as his indie game debut. It's a visually striking game, with obvious comparisons to Limbo, in the sense that the art style is based on the same silhouette style and the multi-layered environments. But it is a really gorgeous game. There's the lovely touch of flares across the screen and the gorgeous rich colours washed through the background. Not every level is totally black, there's even a snow level. The mechanics for this game are very similar to Limbo, with threats of spinning blades, pushing crates to get to higher platforms and using switches to progress through the game. We have the added goals of saving our fellow residents throughout the game, often hidden behind blacked out areas. The game does gradually get trickier as you progress, and there are definitely points that can be very frustrating. My main niggle was the small worms that jump out of the ground and the time jumps to make around spinning blades. They have to be so well timed, otherwise you're just another dead splat. Some of the puzzles I just didn't understand. The ones I did complete were through the process of elimination rather than knowing what to do. Sometimes it's not obvious what you have to do, especially if there's a way around. The ground looks solid, but you can actually walk there, and it's not indicated very strongly if it is at all, so you just have to try everywhere until you end up going through the ground. There's a couple of glitches in the beta, like getting stuck on the edge of platforms and not being able to move, as well as a switch or two not working, but overall it's a pretty solid game. The controls are pretty simple, just the arrow keys for up, down, left, right, basically. Although there is a point where we're not told that we can click the illuminated switches, and I kept running through them thinking because it lit up it had done something. But in general you get hints when you start, so you know what you have to do. Toby can be a challenging game, so if you're not a Super Meat Boy kind of game player, it may take you a good few attempts on levels, and it gets harder as you go, so the levels will likely take you longer to figure out the solutions, but nothing is harder than what you're faced with in Limbo, for example. I probably died about 200 times in a whole playthrough, but I don't set the bar particularly high there. The music and sound for Toby is pretty decent. Generally nothing stands out too much, it does what it's supposed to do, but for me on the snow level the footsteps sounded like a really perfect combination of a crunch and squeak, but they needed slight variation because not every step sounds the same, right? I particularly like the music in the Purple Caves levels. They had a really nice breathy sound that made me feel underground and brought a kind of human breath element against the created world of the secret mines. So overall, I would say it's definitely worth getting, especially if you enjoy puzzle platformers. Look out for it, I'm definitely looking forward to the release. And if you want to see more of Toby the Secret Mine, I've been doing a playthrough of some of the levels at the beta stage of the game's production, and we'll also be doing a more in-depth look at the audio side of things at the Sound Architect. As always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more reviews and playthroughs of my favourite indie games.